Spider-Man is known to be saving the city again and again and again. Why is it in danger, the city, this time?
The Spider-Verse, the universe, everything's in danger because, well, you know, Kingpin's at it again. And this time around, we're really in trouble because we have Peter B. Parker, who doesn't really want to do this. He just wants to go home. And then you have Miles Morales, who is now this new Spider-Man, less than 48 hours, less than 10 hours, trying to become, you know, I have this new promise I've made my friend that I have to, you know, keep, which is to save the Brooklyn and
to save the world.
The world.
You have a big responsibility.
Yeah, a big one. Jake, por favor.
Es verdad. Perfecto.
One of the main quotes is that what makes you different makes you a Spider-Man. What does it take to learn to be a Spider-Man?
It's a leap of faith. You got to be bit by the spider, but then when you've got those abilities within you, which I think the message of this movie is we all have it within us, you got to take a leap of faith and you got to try to save the world.
What makes you different is what makes you Spider-Man.
And what's the real meaning behind that everyone can wear a mask?
Well, it's just that everybody's got greatness within them. You just got to tap into it. And in this movie, it's the first time we have spider people who aren't just Peter Parker. So Peter Parker, the Spider-Man that we know, is still here, but Miles Morales is also Spider-Man. We got Spider-Gwen. So we're showing that there's a lot of different people who can be Spider-Man.
So you want to learn to be Spider-Man?
Can you teach me?
Yes, I can. Time to swing. Good, you're doing it. Double tap to release and whip it out again.
This movie also shows a lot of diversity and a mix of culture. What do you guys think the movie is trying to portray with this?
Luna.
You know, it's trying to. Bam! You know, this movie for me is like the quintessential Stan Lee Spider-Man because he was so about inclusivity and diversity, and I think you have all of that in this film. You know, you have not only female empowerment, but you have Miles Morales, who's bicultural. You have people from Penny Parker, Spider Noir, you know, Spider Ham. You have like everything, and it's all really relevant and very topical. It's everything that's going on right now that I think particularly in this country is really at the forefront. So the fact that we have this in this film at this moment really, to me, is exceptional.
And also this movie shows different dimensions and different universe. Can you guys describe a little bit about this?
Por favor, Shameik.
Basically, in our universe, we have the Spider-Man we know. That's Jake. Boom. In my universe, we have me. And then there's another universe where there is Spider-Gwen. And then there's another universe where there's Penny Parker. And there's another one with Spider Noir. And there's another one with all of them, Spider Ham.
And all of them come together in Miles'
universe.
And what's the biggest benefit in working together?
This is fun, right?
Yes, and working with professionals that I highly respect.
And the script was amazing. I love it. If you guys have to stay with one line, which one would it be?
His concern, which I think is really beautiful, because you know, Peter Parker, it's like a coming of age story. You know, he's got to come of age as a young man and as a superhero at the same time. I mean, like no pressure, right? But then he goes to get the Spider-Man costume, and he says, "What if it doesn't fit?" And he says, "It always fits eventually." And I feel like that is just such a beautiful, real message to send, that eventually you're going to grow into who you really are meant to be.
I really like when Jake says, "You know her?" Very cool.
I see the spark in you. It's amazing. Hands up! Whatever you choose to do with it, you'll be great.
And can you guys describe how was the auditioning process?
And we all had different ones.
Yeah.
Mine was, I got an email from Phil Lord a few years ago that he said he was writing this character with me in mind, but that I was going to have to audition and meet on it. And then I went in and read for the good people at Sony, and I met with Avi and explained why I thought I could play this version of Peter Parker. And then, like Shameik, a bunch of months later, I heard I got the job.
And what has been the biggest challenge while recording the voiceover?
I mean, it's in my own mind, you know, just the pressure or the excitement of playing Miles Morales and making this an iconic performance. if you're not gonna get to see my face, if I'm not gonna get to cheat, in the words of Jake, and use my facial expressions and my hands to express how I'm feeling, you get me? Like my voice just now, you wouldn't know how I was feeling, but I could sell to you whatever. So I'm not able to do all that. That's really where I excel. You get me? Physical type things.
You know, we're physical beings, so you're used to using everything to sell it and make your point. But to actually make sure that your intention is true and understood by the quality and the sound and what you're trying to convey, you only have the sound of your voice, which I think is a really incredible tool to really learn how to hone.
And in terms of animation and technology, what did impress you the most?
Just the multiple styles of animation that they used that came together seamlessly and truly beautifully. I mean, it's something to watch. Like I kept wanting to sort of disappear into different universes. Every time I watched it, I wanted to like touch his face and these gestures and these nuances that I thought that were amazing that I'd never seen before.
This was never your city. It's mine.
What is it unique about each character?
I think my mother is very unique because, well, for one,
He's such a good son.
I
He's
think
well behaved.
she's a nurse, you know, and she loves me very much, and she's cooking me some nice food, and she's making sure I'm getting to school on time, and I'm trying to leave, and she's giving me big kisses, and I'm like, I think that makes her very special. I really like the dynamic between Miles and Peter and where that goes, you know, how it's navigated.
And
Yes, me
which
too.
scene did you enjoy the most making this film?
We got to do each scene so many times, at least Shameik and I did, because we've been recording for 2.5 years. You know, every scene we did a lot. But I really enjoyed when we got to record together, because I had been creating my version of Peter with the directors and the producers, but it's very different when there's another person in the booth, and then I got to think about who Peter was opposite Miles.
For me, my favorite scene still is when Rio's kissing her son, you know, goodbye and sending him off to school, because it's knowing, like, you know, when kids are at that age, they could come back the next time and already be in a completely different place. So that might be the last time he lets her hug him and kiss him like that. So I love that scene.